All right, guys, on another job with a parasitic draw, and since you guys roasted me in the last video about having the leads reversed, which really doesn't matter if you do this all the time, you could put either lead on either post, it'll just show a negative reading of the same value. So if you're doing this quickly, do it a lot. I don't care where each lead goes, but to do it correctly, you do put the black lead on the negative battery post and then the red lead on the negative battery cable tied into the vehicle. So this looks a little bit different because we have installed a battery shutoff key here because we were chasing down this parasitic draw, and to keep the battery from draining all the time, we installed that. So now I'm going to go ahead, hook up the red lead on the negative battery cable. Hopefully you can see this side of that shutoff switch is the cable end, this side being directly on the battery. And then as I connect this, watch our voltmeter. Now, some have said when you connect this, you're going to wake up the vehicle, and that's true. That's why we're seeing a big up to 3.4 amps. However, all the doors have been closed. I keep this window open for access, but all the doors have been closed. Nothing's been disturbed or turned on in the vehicle for a while. So it's just going to spike when you first connect that. You're tying this together, but if you watch, this is slowly going to drain down. Well, there was a big jump down there. So we started at 3.4 amps when the vehicle woke up. Now that would definitely be enough to kill a battery pretty quickly, but you can see we're already down. It was at 0.1, now we're at 0.02 amps. So that is likely just about where we're going to level off, and that is just stuff like the constant power cable going to your clock to keep clock memory, and a couple different things like that. So this one we actually traced down to a bad instrument cluster, which if you're familiar with these mid-2000s, early 2000s GMs, that's a huge problem, and some bad solder connections behind the cluster is actually what was causing our amp draw. So you can see now we're holding at 0.02, so 2 milliamps, and that is just to keep stuff alive and won't drain your battery. So hope that's a little clearer explanation. I hope it helps you guys. Thanks.